Yay, more Dishonored. Continue. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. Alright, so I gotten off the boat. Is there anything fancy around here that I can look at? No. Okie dokie. That's a crown. So it wants me to go this way. I'm gonna go this way. See you, dude.
Even after 6 months in Toadridge prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yes. Not surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the struggles.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No one knows the real story. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong, but I hope he understands subtleties.
These guys have, like,
The reality is,
bad timing talking about me like this.
have you ever killed a man?
But it's a fair
Money, 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 money.
He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to it.
Money.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress. I'm sure the Admiral was anxious to meet you. It wasn't easy getting you.
Welcome to the Hound Pit Pub, sir. How may I help?
Hello, sir. I am Wallace, and this is Cecilia. We have been informed of your arrival and will do our best to stay out of your way while you conduct your business.
Yes. Lydia's a servant here as well.
I'm not supposed to go this way yet. It's this way. That looks like fun. Can I climb that? Yes. Oh, yes.
Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The Old Port District has been added to the
Yeah,
evacuation list. The Weeper count for the month of siege has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances will remain in effect for the month of rain. Stay alert and stay loyal.
I don't think that is a key, dude. I'm not sure. No, that is not the correct button. Or changed to money. Yes. Yeah. Aha. Alright, fine, I'll go talk to these people.
How did that happen?
Or maybe I'll go down here. This looks like fun. Eh.
Due to risk of infectious contact, Violet will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Fine. Oh, it gives me things. I don't know why this is giving me money, but I'll take it. How much money do I have? Can I find out? I got monies. There we go. Found the sheath button. Second floor. Hello, sir. How are you today?
If I may, I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as was my father. Now I am entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists.
Yeah,
I have
whatever.
never seen the Admiral fail at any venture. If order can be...
Ooh, book. After more than a quarter of a century, I am done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the isles and made more coin than most men in a lifetime, but it's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughters take the throne. Fair young empress she was, but slain so young. They said young twice, I don't like that. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Nah. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who'd knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. Maybe just were odd, dude. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gaff-hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jailed and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Oh, that's depressing.
I believe he can do it. If
Yeah.
anyone can get your old life back, it's him.
Log entry 1-4. Seems we've moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. The Pendleton's voting block and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. And Bob. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is it?
It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge, and if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Should have given me higher odds, dude. Ooh, fucking awesome. You don't know who you're talking about. And close. Oh, here's volume 1. Read volume 2 first. Whoops! My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood, leaving behind our home city of Yarrow and the cold but beautiful white landscapes we had always known. We boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with the whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so as the wind and pounding waves racing after a wounded whale being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. Watches, I totally got that wrong. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned, tanned and sinewy with muscle. Weather creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. And then you got fucking depressed, dude. While each of the Isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Bristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the cities of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Crystal continues to innovate at sea. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin their butchery and processing, even as the ship returns to Dunwall. The crews can be seen working on their latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wrenhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. Alright, we read everything in here. Can I take any of these medals? No. Well then, they're useless to me.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
Reading. I want to read more. Hello, who are you?
My, you must be Corvo. I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is upstairs and ready. When they told me who it was, well, I thought you'd be older, like the Admiral.
No, I want the pear. Stop it. No, my pear. My pear! Give me the pear. Litany on the White Cliff. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray wastes of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes and far places, we will strike them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Seems dramatic. What will we do with the drunken whaler? Repeat, repeat, early in the morning. Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner. Repeat, repeat, early in the morning. Way hay and up she rises. Repeat, repeat, early in the morning. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Repeat, repeat, early in the morning. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over. Repeat, repeat, early in the morning. Way hay and up she rises. Repeat, repeat, early in the morning. That's a very folksy song. Bathroom. Can I take a bath? Yes. Taking a bath. Don't disturb me.
Lady Emily Caldwell was abducted 6 months ago during her mother's terrible murder. Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the City Watch at once.
What if I needed to use that? I need to... Did I read this already? Yep, I read this already. Okay. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, flowing precise, esoteric patterns, knots, and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. So you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended. Okay. Lord Nathan Bale, shaking with outrage. How dare you, sir, close so in my very home? I should hand you over to the watch, depraved Tevian. Prince Calasar, moving closer. That's a harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with much more hospitality. Alas, she has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone. Lord Nathan Bale, stammering, studying the younger man before him. What are you doing? Leave this house. Go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal. Prince Calasar, smiling coyly, reaching out. No need for anger between us, Lord Bale. Is it so wrong for me to be here? As I've proven, I've developed an affinity for you and your family. Lord Nathan Bale, gasping. Oh my, Calasar, your skin is so warm it burns! I want to know what happens next. Why is the skin so warm? Can I go in here? Money? Money? No. Money? No. I like how everything just turns into money. Like, why not just, like, give me a pile of money? So being like, oh, you found herbs, and it instantly turned into money. Like, what, am I selling it?
Otherwise authorized.
Alright, let's go talk to these peeps.
Subject to interrogation and
No,
detained
money.
when necessary. Remember,
Money.
the boldest measures are the safest.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here.
I did not
Corvo,
come from that direction.
I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound.
Why is everybody in this game
This is a
so
momentous
wrinkly?
occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out.
Wrinkly.
We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
His
At
beard
risk
is
of
kind
execution,
of
we're
jello-y.
committed to
Ah,
finding
no,
young Lady
it
Emily
changed level.
and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry.
Sure.
You must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Where is he then? Or was he the guy I talked to outside?
Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Just gonna take all your shit.
What
Yeah.
in the blazes was that?
Yeah. Ha! Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Yeah.
You lost your mind?
Yes. This is delightful. Why can I only pull that one? Why can't I only use that one? I need a glass. Damn it, I smashed them all.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact.
Fuck you!
Violators will be taken to the flooded district for treatment and rehabilitation.
Ooh, there's a glass. Glass. No! Oh, it's just like in front of it.
Have you talked to Piero yet?
No, I
He
haven't.
made the weapons we left for you on your way out of Coleridge Prison.
Oops. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm so sorry. Oh shit. Oh shit. I didn't. Oh, I'll never throw a glass bottle again. He was totally fine. Oh no. I didn't know I could do that. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Good to have you with us, Corvo. Nothing... Have you talked to Piero yet?
No, I
He
haven't.
made the
This is
weapons
why I
we
was
left for
throwing
you.
things at you. I know I just said that I would never throw one again, but I had to. It was very important. What's this way? Some ore! Just sitting out here. Just sitting out here. Okay, where's this guy I'm supposed to talk to? It's this way. Hello? No, you're Wallace. Hi, Wallace. I'm going upstairs. I'm going multiple stairs. Wait, did I mess with any rooms down here? I think I got this one. No, I did not. Are you Piero? No, you're Lord Pendleton. I'm eating your tartlet.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. I'll begin again tomorrow.
I'm sitting here. I swear to God, I'm just sitting on your couch. Nothing weird. Just on your couch. Okay. You were just downstairs. How'd you get upstairs? I don't like you. Can't do that. It's not okay. Brick wall. Cool. Seriously, this is the lodgings I got? Ooh, ooh. 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 I like this. This is my room. Yes. Hero's down there. Okay. Read that already. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the something feast. The new year has not started unless the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes, euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. So it's like a Halloween orgy? When the right cosmological signs are observed and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting High Overseer calls for the hymn of atonement and the something feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths, for this time during the astronomical alignment does not exist and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been. I'm gonna question has always been. Just a little bit. Also kind of sounds like The Purge. Volume 1. My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of Orchido, third prefect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savoring each of the small craft's undulations. Orchido pulled a lever, and a great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough. As if knowing my thoughts, Overseer Bryn looked at me and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void on our way to the outer spheres. My bed. Mine. 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 I claim it. I claimed it. It's mine. Yeah, let me down. Let me down. Go away, door. Oh, this is my room. I liked the other room. Fuck. That bed was nicer. It's always the right side.
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right.
Break! 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 Where did she come from? Was she just, like, in my room? You know what? I don't feel it. Ooh, I want to jump over there. Yeah! Haha, I win! I'm gonna come here. No one gonna stop me. No one gonna stop me. Okay, let's go talk to this Piero. Gate. Or we can keep wandering around because I'm crazy like that. I just want to find all the coins. There are so many, just so many coins. What are you? There you are. Found you! Yo!
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
Cool, cool.
No! This cannot happen now the tank of whale oil is running. Will you get a new
I did
tank from upstairs,
pick up a
please, while
bunch
I hold
of...
this in place? Be careful. Oil doesn't stay. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
So I shouldn't be doing this. Got it. One of the advantages of Sokolov technologies, I give up, is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of the processed whale oil they use as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsmen of the city watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's design is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of the tanks has exploded. I think he just explained that to me, essentially. I'm still gonna throw it around.
That one is empty. A new tank.
This is mine now. No! Fine. Oh dear, so much reading. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy, a name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while it is true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit, and it is this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest, for you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. This guy has like a little pride in his work, I think. No, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tivian ore, what's wrong with the metals in crystal? King Sparrow feathers, if you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchase unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. I found a bunch. Does you want them? Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. I can totally give him some shit. Do you want any?
The dispenser upstairs will provide you with a fresh tank of whale oil. They're heavy, but you are no doubt strong enough to carry one back down here, if you would.
Ugh, so much reading.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure in the coal are too much to endure without. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years, if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances developed. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal mammoths.
Nah. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir, at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. It's not a bad pay grade. Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. Aristocracy, that's how you pronounce that word, right? And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere. Is that like the bridge to nowhere? But someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Whale vivisection. Cool. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tibia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 inches in length. I estimate she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the massive tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. How the hell did I don't... I need to read less. I don't know how to pronounce things. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck and lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to Port and Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattest parts while it still is. Poor whales. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it into the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. Jeez, I get it. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. Right. Oh, plug in your stupid oil tank.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
There. Happy. Happy?
Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this mask, terror to them. If you just hold still, fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need.
That's what's
Tell
going
me what
on.
I can make for you.
Okay. Travels. Disable security devices and make them work in your favor using rewired tools and circuits to counter the security device you want to hack. This consumes the rewired tool. Rewired walls of light, arc pylons, and watchtowers will harm your enemies instead of you, while rewired alarms will be fully disabled. Cool. Let's also get some of these. And some of these. And some of these. Yeah.
You must be exhausted.
Yes. Okay, I'll go to sleep.
You get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest.
Okay, I'll go. Leave me alone. No.
Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Yeah, sure, dude. Sure, dude. Okay. I will call that good for this video. It got a little long. A little bad at that. I'll try to be better at keeping these shorter. Even though they're supposed to be longer videos, they're still getting kind of long. So that was me mostly reading things.